to Dwarves of Dharn, Moldir. This is session 14.
Well, that's the worst intro ever.
We almost forgot the intro and just glossed right over it.
Right?
We started before the intro,
Like I said, worst.
First of all, it is getting on towards evening. The sun is getting ready to go down. You guys had basically informed Allin Finchley that since he was going to Percivalborough anyway, y'all are hitching a ride.
No.
He looks less than pleased. He says that since he's lost the entire day, he intends to travel at night.
Well, yeah.
Woo! I want to drive.
I don't get the feeling he's going to be comfortable with that, but you go right on.
I don't think I'm...
Well-
Is that strictly safe with your human deficiencies?
What do you mean, human deficiencies?
I think you know exactly what it means.
You can't see well at night.
Oh, I have
Human
lanterns.
deficient.
Yes.
What the?
He produces from a chest a bullseye lantern.
One.
Yeah, see? See?
Of course, the other
We don't
six
need
that
that.
we need here at varying elevations.
I don't know how you're gonna pull off varying elevations. It's not that big of a wagon.
But you put it at the top, and then you put it like down at like the chest level of the horse, and you put two on the sides closer to the axle. So you've got varying elevations of light being cast into the whole area.
Turning this into a rally wagon?
How did you know?
Is this a Baja thing now?
Hey, don't forget you gotta have 5 across the top.
Right. And at least 2 rear-facing for
Yeah, I
no
was gonna
fucking
say.
reason whatsoever. Just to blind other motorists.
No, there's a reason. That asshole with the brights. Or the maladjusted headlights.
So,
So I rolled a 6.
to do what?
I assumed we were actively moving at this point.
No, he's harnessing his mule and you are preparing.
Once
To
we
depart.
once we get underway, you let me know, and then we'll get back to that.
Okay. In the meantime, you guys have a little while, not a hugely long... Did that roll out of there like that?
No, well, out of that, yeah.
That's probably a bad sign.
Probably, but I'm gonna use it anyways.
Um,
When I need to roll.
yeah,
it.
you have a little bit of time to do anything else that you might like to do. Such as perhaps settle your tab at the tavern and inn where you've been staying.
Alright, that's not strictly necessary.
We're
Yeah,
coming
that's-
back.
That's not the thing.
Yeah!
That was complimentary.
Oh, was it?
It is now.
I feel like we've done a lot for this town.
Right?
Complimentary is as complimentary does.
Right. And worst case scenario, the blacksmith gets stuck with it.
For the sheriff.
Or fucking Ronnie or whatever his name is.
I'll go pay the man.
I will.
You
Okay.
don't have any of the money.
I have
Also
my own-
that. Yes.
Alright.
Speaking of that, I'm surprised you haven't tried to steal it from him yet.
I'm getting my own. Slowly and surely.
One goth kid at a time.
What are you trying to steal?
Nothing, currently.
The Monies.
Oh.
I'm just saying that I am actively, over the course of this campaign so far, working on my own gold hoard.
It's true, you are.
That's very true. Gotten some things that nobody else even knows about.
Yo.
Alright, so you're gonna go pay the tavern keeper.
And ask him to keep his ears open for a message for us, because we're waiting on a couple of people to show back up. This is where we stay. They know that. We'll be out of town for hopefully a very short period of time.
This is,
Do you offer him like a jewel instead of like gold? Just to be difficult?
No, because they're worth far more.
Oh, okay. Like, here's a ruby. You let us know when he comes back.
And just drop it in his beer.
Is this not how you do trade?
so you're getting there right about at the shift change. So Frog Mortonstock, who is the owner and the daytime barkeep, and Sam, who is the nighttime barkeep, are both there to get that message.
Okay. I will deal. I mean, I will tell them both, but I will deal with Frogmorgenstock.
Yes,
I'm not,
he will take your money.
I'm not a second shifter. We have standards of the people I relate to.
That's not racist. I don't know what it is, but it's something.
It's a class.
It's classist.
Yeah.
Classist.
Which, everyone, I am also in real life. Fun fact. Fun fact.
So.
I gotta go to the barn.
Okay.
Who's in
We're
there?
basically going around in a circle here. So you're going to go to the barn. What are you going to do at the barn?
Who's in the barn? Is it Rodney?
He's gonna violently beat his mate before we get underway.
Because it is getting dark,
I mean, I'm gonna beat my rod.
Didn't we have enough?
Seems like
Didn't we have enough jacking in the last session?
I don't think there was any jack in it.
there was.
Was there?
Trunk.
Yeah.
You're at the barn.
Who's in the barn?
Staniel.
Staniel.
Yes, because his shift out by the fountain picking pockets has come to a close.
Staniel.
Yes?
Staniel.
Must we do this every time you want something?
Every time.
Can we speed it along then?
Stan.
Yes.
We're leaving.
Who is we? You mean, like...
Dwarves.
Oh, so not me then.
No, not you staying here.
Okay.
We're leaving for now.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Okay.
If Brodick comes back before we get back, let him know we will be back.
Alright.
Yeah, he should meet us in Percivalborough. Keep running that fucker all over the place.
When I get back, you better not be here. Wait for me! What's that from?
So, everything goes as normal. Just let Brodick know we'll be back.
Alright. Just between you and me, who's in charge while you're gone?
You are.
Sweet!
Tim's incompetent. Come on. We know that. Come on. I mean, you can still pretend. You can let him think. Give him the play. But come on, Staniel. Come on, Staniel.
It's totally fucked up and awesome.
I won't let you down, sir.
You fucking better not.
Oh. He went from being like so euphoric, bubbly, happy to oh god.
I will kill your family. Jesus Christ.
Things have taken a turn.
I will see you later, Staniel.
Do you have any idea when you might be returning, sir?
A couple of days.
All right.
I hope.
So don't get too crazy.
Okay, we gotta go to Percivalborough. Trunk braces himself. But
Stan is confused as to why you just covered your face.
Because he said the thing.
But we don't want to be there, so we should be back soon.
I expect new drapes and linoleum in here by the time
On the dirt floor, yeah.
Hey,
Excuse me. Jez
Speaking of
Gruley.
which, did you ever check to see if they cleaned up the fucking blood stains
no,
downstairs?
I don't care.
I don't even care.
Alright, continue the investigations, whatnot. So on and so forth. Yeah, okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
I walk away.
Yeah,
Alright,
I do that thing.
Jez Gruley. What are you going to do immediately before you depart?
We'll just sit there and make it really awkward for the alchemist. I stare directly at him while sharpening my ship.
I'm very surprised.
How do you put an edge on shit?
How dare you, sir? No.
You gotta bake it?
But you gotta do it before you polish it.
Oh.
I'm surprised that that's what you're doing.
I'm just trying to make it weird.
Gonna have to grab it from the clean end, aren't you?
Like, I want to provoke a thought process in him that he doesn't know if I want to kill him and wear his skin or maybe be inside him. Like, I want it to be the weirdest multitude of possible feelings of not knowing what the hell is wrong with that guy kind of attitude.
No, I have those feelings. Do you
Those
wanna
of you-
kill him,
those
or do
of
you
you
wanna be
listening-
inside him?
Those of you listening on audio, all like 2.5 of you,
That one Filipino guy.
you really missed out on the faces that Dave and I just made. Because they were priceless. I'm absolutely
you can do
certain.
that with the same phrase too. Oh, you just have to go with "I want to be inside you," but it's the inflection that provides the ambiguity.
So I was going for weird as possible. Did I go to do a good job of illustrating what I was going
So,
for?
are you playing the get as close to Allin Finchley as you can without touching him game?
Yes, while sharpening my axe and just staring at him in a weird way.
It's like gay chicken.
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds pretty accurate to what I'm going for.
Right? Wow. He doesn't even notice.
Eh,
Big die like this, they really gotta lift it up higher.
You got to add the slow lick. It just starts over here. Takes about 30 seconds to make the transit.
I can't even...
Cover the
Can't even go
circumference of
that
that
slow.
slow.
Ends with sort of a smack.
That's so creepy.
Oh God!
well, I'm uncomfortable.
He's busy...
And aroused.
I don't know. I'm confused.
He's busy getting his mule hitched up and getting all of his various potions and explosives safe for travel. He does not notice you.
Hey, buddy.
I just keep making noise.
Look up here! Look up here!
Up here! Up here! Up here! Hey guys! So he doesn't notice you. He's just doing his thing.
Bastard. I just keep doing it in hopes that eventually he's going to turn around. He's going to feel me like staring through him at some point, and he'll acknowledge my existence.
All right,
You will love me.
Grognak.
I am gonna go sit down where the driver sits and just take the reins. Just sit there. I told him I'm driving.
So you just
Oh, yep. I'm just
Sit
gonna
there.
go sit there.
Rain Man over here.
Yep.
Definitely.
I will
the
be
driver.
driving eventually.
the mule is tired of your shit already.
Yeah. Well, I don't care.
All right, so some time passes.
I'm gonna, on my way back out there, I'm gonna stop by the Undertaker.
Okay.
Just make sure he's clear. That it goes without saying that we don't mess with this nonsense. I'm also gonna stop by the jail. Talk to Kralis.
Mm-hmm. You have to knock on the back door to get his attention because he's going to bed early.
Who does that?
Who is it?
Assholes.
No, sort of the only person that knocks at this level.
You hear footsteps coming down the stairs. The door opens. Kralis is in his sort of nightgown thing, one of the silly, ridiculous hats on.
I may not be tall enough for that to be
No.
as effective as he thinks it is. The nightshirt.
You're plenty tall enough.
All right.
You would have to be,
It's like, a
like,
dressing gown.
at most 18 inches tall for it to be a problem.
Good.
So you're fine.
We're going on a quick errand out of town. Several threads seem to lead to Percivalborough. So we
You're not there!
so we're trying to follow them up. It goes without saying that mum's the word on old Birdman of this town that you have, and
With the words.
And also, it would be great if you didn't die while we were away.
I have to agree with that statement. How long you planning on being gone? I can't just leave him locked in there indefinitely.
Well, we're hoping.
Your blacksmith friend built such a nice wall that I can barely get his food into him.
Well, maybe suggest a modification. I'm sure there's some sort of hatch or something you could work out. Anyway, sometimes these contractors, Is there anything that you would like us to pass along to your daughter? We try to look her up while we're there, you know.
He blanches a little bit at the mention of his daughter, looks a little misty-eyed. If you can find her, tell her to come home safely as soon as possible.
We'll find her. I know Jazz is bound to find her.
At that statement, he looks a little concerned.
Like that.
Like, Jess has a bit of a history in town already.
He's got a nose for it, boy. Just right down there. He gets tucked right into any task you give him.
So filthy.
You're welcome.
Anyway, we'll be back. Just a short little thing. It needs some ingredients for various things, and whatchamacallit.
What about the other guy?
Oh, the other guy is,
Well, he's dead, but is he gonna stay that way?
mostly,
For now.
yes, it seems to be the case. Though, if that doesn't turn out to be the case, you might want to
Kill him.
limit visitation. Can I put it that way?
No.
Well, he's currently locked in the basement at the Undertaker's.
Yeah.
I'll have Roy keep me informed.
I don't think they're capable.
What about this other kid?
What other kid?
God damn it.
He's referring to, and you would know, the alchemist's apprentice.
Oh, yes, that's right. The necromancer.
Do you have any proof to back up that accusation?
Well, one of the reasons we're heading out to Percivalborough.
Smack.
So, I can't just keep him here indefinitely. So, hurry back, I guess is what I'm saying. Is there anything I need to do with him in the meantime? Seems strange, me asking you how to do my job. But all of this
All for the best.
is a little
I'm sure.
beyond me.
Well, might I suggest that you could convince the lad that being where he is best for him? Some story about some people after him. Maybe those crazy dwarves.
Well, considering that y'all are who locked him up in here, if you were after him, you could have done whatever you were going to do before you locked him in prison. Anyway, just come back soon.
Well, we'll certainly try. I don't fancy going any further afield. This was supposed to be a simple mission. And I'm wandering away.
As you're wandering away, he is closing the door and going back to bed.
And of course, we're just supposed to get back to the mountain, and I don't know what.
Alright. I need to be reminded of my own setting.
I haven't had a proper sausage festival since I got out of there.
Oh, but haven't we? I feel like this whole campaign has been a lot more sexually charged than most ever are. I don't understand the purpose of that. Sure makes for some interesting talk, though, regardless.
Right.
So I look over at Grognak and I say, Grognak, what do you know about Percivalborough?
Smack.
Knowledge local, I
The
guess.
alchemist hits me. Like, what the fuck?
From somewhere else, because he's not even there.
I don't know. But I think I know things.
Okay, what? Oh, that's right, there is no knowledge local. This is going to be an insight check.
Smack.
Oh, that's one lower than I was hoping it was going to be. So 18.
What were you hoping it was going to be?
History.
Like, is he a bear? What is...
It's not a history so much.
I was just hoping.
It's like, it's a knowledge local check, but the best that I can do for knowledge local is an insight check. This is basically going to be information that you have heard from people within Wensleydale, because you've never been there. But for an 18, you understand that Percivalborough is a considerably larger city than is Wensleydale. It has many of the same types of shops that are found here, but larger, more stock. They have magical items available for purchase there. And instead of being run by a town council like Wensleydale is, it is actually governed by a mayor.
So we need the mayor of that town.
Assuming he's not dead.
Assuming
Right.
he's not dead.
And we need to punch him in the face.
So,
Until he is.
That's rude.
so I assume you convey all you know to me.
Yeah.
Take over.
So I repeat a bunch of crap you've heard from other people in the same town.
I
Yeah, I know I was there. They were talking to both of us.
So I ask you with a glimmer in my eye. You think they got one of them houses like they got here with all them working girls?
Probably. It's probably bigger, too.
The girls or the house?
The house.
Proper sturdy.
Probably more of them.
The girls that can take a hit.
50 cents.
Also, maybe. I mean, the girls might be bigger, too. You never know.
I'm interested in a
I think
thick
we should
lass.
find out.
Hardy gal.
I think we should find out.
Alright, about this time, Trunk, you arrive back at the wagon.
Somebody talking about Percivalborough.
Talking about what
Punch him.
house?
Brace.
Punch him.
Okay.
Belhad, you arrive shortly
Of
thereafter.
course, I got saddled with this party, and everything went... Oh, hi.
Party.
The whole time you've just been mumbling to
Yes.
yourself about
No, he's been mumbling to Kralis as he was leaving him in the dust. And the man went back to bed because he...
Then I wound up mumbling for my own edification, and this is
Yes.
Oh,
Alright.
off to this...
So...
What is it? Cornhaven? What?
Cornwallis?
Wait,
Not Cornhaven.
Perrysburg.
Petersburg.
Philadelphia?
Steve?
Pennsylvania?
Oh, yeah! Percivalborough!
Smack!
I rolled an 18 to smack him.
Smack who?
The father for saying Percivalborough.
What's the modifier on it?
I don't know.
He doesn't know because he doesn't have his new sheet.
Also that.
You're not level 5 yet. Just FYI.
Oh, that hits because I have a 17.
Does it though?
You strike your superior. Interesting.
It was
Well-
the game we're playing here.
Well, he's striking
Gold.
Belhad. Not advanced superior.
So Belhad,
He is. He's lawful.
you just got
Evil.
open hand... Yeah, but
But
the king
this
put
was,
him in charge.
this is not a damage scenario. This is a...
Yes.
Like, this was just seeing if I could get him in the face.
Yes, exactly.
It's
You're not dealing any damage
I'm
except...
not trying to break his fucking jaw, like, glass jaw, bitch! Like, no, I'm not.
I am, every time.
What the?
Percivalborough.
Make a decent reflex save.
Oh, things have taken a turn.
Well, that's not good.
Well, that's not that bad.
Why am I not seeing this?
Reflex saving throw should be underneath your main stats.
Yeah, I say that, but...
No.
It's a dexterity saving throw, sorry. He
Oh,
said it
so-
strangely.
That's an 11.
Take 2 points of radiant fire damage as the pillar of fire descends on you. What? Ah!
Well, that's an abuse of holy power.
Is that jazz?
Yes.
The hell? Look what you've done to my beard as I just pat the beard trying to put the fire out. God damn it.
Oh, why the hell did you slap me?
Because you said the thing you're not supposed to say without getting hit.
What thing is that?
The place we're going to, its name.
Where are we going?
The place. Hey, alchemist, where are we going? When he says it, hit him.
I was planning on it.
Don't you hit him. You'll kill him.
I won't hit him that
Okay.
hard.
He
You
looks
sneeze
up.
at him.
You sneeze at him.
Like, that's the only way he takes like non-lethal damage.
He looks up from where he's, putting the finishing touches in his wagon. Well, we're going north. Wait. We? You're all coming with me.
Don't get sidetracked. What's the name of the town we're going to?
It's called Percivalborough.
I'm gonna tackle him. He's gonna leap off and tackle him.
This is a Super Troopers moment.
And I'm just here. That's all well and good, but you can leave me out of your dwarveling hijinks. Too old for this.
You're only as young as you feel.
Thought you were some sort of shape-changing thing. Instead, you're just kind of dumb.
I roll. Is that an actual insult, or is he?
You want me to
just
put an
pandering?
acrobatics check on top of it to see if I can
He's just pandering.
Just
make
cantankerous.
the acrobatics to leap off to him?
I mean,
Congratulations,
Yeah.
you punctured your spleen.
I was looking for something that isn't a thing on this character sheet.
It's a cantrip. I can burn anyone with holy fire whenever I want.
It's a +6.
How convenient.
11.
Okay, so considering that you're sitting in the driver's seat and he's messing around with things inside the wagon,
No, this is gonna
you
take me a
completely fail that tackle. You try to leap, backwards, and instead of managing to land, on top of the wagon, you land face first in the dirt. Woohoo!
minute. In the dirt.
You're no Spider-Man, sir.
And you startle the mule.
And he shits on you.
Oh, I hope he takes off. I hope he takes off. I hope he takes off.
No, he just sort of dances from side to side and is rather irritated. You sure that you're all coming?
All.
Yeah, we're all going.
May I ask a rather
No.
relevant but possibly impertinent question? Why me? Why are you imposing yourselves on me?
Well, because you have a wagon.
On him.
Murder.
Really? That's what you're going with?
That's what he's been going with the whole campaign so far.
You could just
working so far.
Percivalborough. We can pay
Smack.
You see 3 hands reach towards you.
No, we're not going to do that anymore.
Are we now? Quit saying the thing.
I think we're gonna keep doing the thing.
Or by Mordin's beard, I will kill each and every one of you.
I put my arm around the alchemist and I say,
He
well,
glowers at you.
It's more like around.
when he does that, I pull him in nice and tight. Real tight.
So you're squeezing around his waist.
For a 12. And I pull him in real tight and go, we like you. I'm just gonna look at him.
And of
You
course,
got nice cologne.
Just bury your face in his hair.
and of course,
You'd have to bend over for that. He's pretty tall.
we can compensate you for the ride. That's not a big deal.
Well, that compensation, you say. Considering my lost wages from the last day that I've been stuck here, that would be rather appreciated. Thank you. Anyway,
I was gonna go with, we won't let him kill you.
Hold on.
I feel like that should have been motivation enough.
what am I holding on for?
Lost wages. Well, you got to be careful about that. Maybe you should work harder.
It was not plugged into a power source.
So,
No?
It is now.
I thought it was before.
Well,
I totally plugged it in.
Totally thought wrong.
We're still good.
It's still going.
Rognak's driving, right? That's
Yeah. I'm
No,
gonna drive.
So he walks up to the front of the wagon, muttering something about confusticate and bebother these dwarves.
oh, it's
Climbs
a
up
racist
onto
slurs.
the
Damn lawn shanks.
the platform and just looks at you, Grogneck. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm driving.
No.
Oh, you don't want to have an argument. I'm driving.
He looks down at you, Belhad.
I'm not really.
Has he ever been to Percivalborough?
Smack!
You can't reach him.
I can run up and drop him.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I mean, honestly, we haven't known each other for very long.
Have you ever been there?
It doesn't matter. I'm driving.
Have you ever been there before? Do you have any possible idea where you're going?
No, but you do. That's all I
In the
need.
dark.
I can see better than you. In the dark.
And also in the light.
Has no bearing on what I can see or what you can see. It's what the mule can see. You have to guide him around treacherous obstacles.
Well, then the mule's useless. Leave the mule here and he
Yeah,
can pull the
seriously,
thing.
I'll just pull the damn thing. I can see better than the damn mule.
I can't say I've been
I should
there
rather
myself.
like to see that, actually.
You say that, but all this shit's gonna blow up. I'm just telling you that now because he's gonna
I
run.
mean, what are your axles rated for? That's the question.
What kind of insurance are you working with here?
Because I'm pretty sure I can pull his wagon.
He looks to you one last time as the voice of wisdom. It's
You stroke that beard, old man.
You're just coming on to everyone, aren't you?
I didn't mean it like that.
sure you didn't. In the interest of safety and expedience, can you rein him in?
Well, if we hook him up to the wagon, probably, yeah.
No, the mule can handle it. He's done it many times before. But with me driving, I
Now
shudder
who's
to
coming
think
on
what
the
would
route?
happen to my poor animal if this hooligan had the reins.
You're a soccer hooligan now.
Well, that's,
Hey, now
Especially
wait a minute. I can
considering
actually drive.
That he has no idea where he's going.
that's true. He can be a little...
Look, I have taken a lot of grief from the four of you. This is my wagon, my mule, my caravan. He's not driving.
You're going to let me answer a question, or are you just going to keep prattling on?
You started to say something about, well...
I tell you, maybe we should just go ahead and go, and I start to help the father into the thing while they're still talking to each other.
Well, I mean, it's your wagon. You can choose, but I think one of us should be up there. I don't know about this dark traveling, but lanterns aside, things can come out of the side of the trail. You know, I haven't been there either, but some time ago I was in Sasquatch, and the roads were terrible.
Moonlight is wasting. Get in the wagon.
I climb up on the driver's seat.
It's full.
It's
With
full?
me.
Oh, he's still
Him
there.
and Allin Finchley are up on the board.
I climb up on the roof of the wagon, behind the driver's seat. So I'm sitting up here.
Athletics check.
Well, that'll work.
Yeah, that'll go
Assistant.
real well for you.
Oh, I'm getting a boost.
Not much.
Nope.
What'd you roll?
That would be 13 for an assist.
Now, what were you rolling?
To assist him, strength check.
Okay, strength check. That was what I was asking.
Well, it's over 10, so that's an assist. So I forgot what an assist bonus is. Like,
It's in
Plus
Pathfinder.
something.
It's +2.
well, I got a 14 my own self.
Okay. With much scrabbling and a boost from Jazz Gruely.
Oh, there goes the old shoulder. All right. Woo-hoo!
So
Whoopsie daisy.
you finally end up on top of the thing, and from this vantage point, you realize two things. One, the edges of the roof are slanted outward. Two, there's nothing to hang on to up here, because this is not where people were
That's
meant
not
to
true. I
ride.
got the back of Alan's head.
You cannot reach the back of Ellen's head.
No,
How long are your arms?
not even with my legs. They're dangling over the edge.
How are you going to grip the back of his head with your legs?
You just sort of rattle around there, boy.
That's around his neck. No, this is not. This is not
Right
a
about
thing.
right about the ear level.
This is not a thing that is happening. There's nothing up there for you to hang on to. And he's just looking at the two of you, Jazz and Belhad, going, I said in the wagon. In the wagon!
In,
What is the problem?
in on, same
Grogneck.
difference.
Grogneck, go. Just go.
That's alright. If I lay down here, it'll probably be okay.
Trunk, where are you?
I'm in the wagon.
You're in the wagon. Jez Grewley, you're still standing outside.
No, I'm hanging onto the side, like
There's
trying to see what's going on with the father.
Nothing to hang on to.
What kind of fucking wagon is this that it doesn't have
On
any
the side?
handholds?
It was never meant to be ridden in that fashion.
Right, but how does he get himself into this thing?
There's a little steppy thing.
It's in the back.
Yep. In the very back, and then in the front, where it's the bench seat, there has to be something for him to grab onto.
Up there.
Yeah, but there's usually also a handhold. Wherever that is where I are.
Yeah, see, if I lay down here, I'll be fine. Especially if I get some purchase with the pick end of my hammer.
Oh, please no.
Kapunk.
Please no. Do you actually do that?
You should totally do that. I hop down and go crawl around and get in the back.
No.
No,
You don't do that?
I can't.
Your
I can sleep in a.
destruction of property doesn't really go with your lawful good alignment.
I can sleep
which is
under
already
a man's
in
bed
jeopardy.
and eat his breakfast, but I can't do that. No.
So I assist the father.
But I'm also not willing to back down to this challenge. So
I assist the father.
So I'm driving, right?
Yeah, you're
No.
moving.
All right, let's go.
He's
So I assist the father by pulling out both of my hand axes, telling the father to lift his hands, and I slam them into the thing, so he now has handholds.
oh, well, that works too.
I'm lawful evil, I can do that shit.
Oh, dear.
Mission sensitive.
I guess we'll cover that too.
A little bit of
yes, you will.
oh, it's just some wood.
I'll get some
Calm
wood.
down.
I'll cover it. Don't worry.
I mean, that's a courtesy.
He looks at you. Just get in the wagon.
I say,
Incidentally-
you, and I just ruffle his hair.
You can't reach his hair
Why can't I reach his hair? I'm standing next to him.
because
How
he's
short are we?
Okay,
How big is this fucking
number
thing?
one, he's up on the driver's bench.
Yeah, and I should be hanging out right next to him.
He's also 6'4".
Right, but when I lift it up to do the things, that's not like I
First of
didn't-
all, where did you do that? Because he's on the roof of the wagon.
Yeah,
So
no,
in
I
order
would've-
for it to be any kind of useful, you would have had to have driven them in on the roof of the wagon, which means you would have had to have been on the roof of the wagon.
Well, then that's where I are.
How'd you get up there?
I climbed up there.
Show me.
It's
Oh,
a
dear.
3-point system, right? You always have control. You move up.
Show me.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
We just got a
This is
Missouri
going to be an
man.
athletics check.
Is that a one?
And there's no one to assist you.
Close.
Nice.
So the first one, I'm not getting a good handhold, let alone foothold. We're stumbling about.
So you just pawing at his thigh?
Pretty much. And that was apparently a nut grab. That's a 4.
Oh, right in the
Wow.
jubblies.
All right, you're gonna
I'm
get
just
one
blind-
more shot
I'm just
before
blindly just fucking.
you're gonna get one more
Damn,
shot,
everywhere.
and then you're done.
Oh, what was I rolling?
An athletics check.
I don't think that's much better. So that's a 20. 15 plus 5.
Apparently,
Suck it.
Matt can't math. That looks like a 17 from my perspective.
Oh, it is
1.5.
15.
It looked like a 6 or something from my. I'm like, okay, that doesn't.
Apparently, I have a better.
It's your human eyes. It's written in Dwarven.
So finally, you get real mad. You back up a little bit. You get a running start.
Squeezed on that nuthold you got.
You
Yeah, flee
just
yourself.
run at
Here's
the
the
thing and
elasticity.
leap, and then scrabble your way up.
Like a spider monkey.
You finally get up there, and now,
I know,
if you really want to,
your damage is
you can
full.
embed your hand axes in the roof.
Yeah, I do the thing.
He's mortified.
Good, he should be.
First of all, when you got onto the roof, you're 2 feet behind him or something, and then you just go, ha! Hand axes. He's like, what the fuck? And then you
I'm
just.
not entirely sure there's enough room up here for them all. Oh! Well, that works too.
Now there are holes in the roof.
Not yet. You got to take the axes out first.
Going to get wet when it rains.
To be fair, I think...
What is it with you people?
We're not people, and
the
how
front
dare
door
you?
at there.
Trunk peeks his head out the back. Are we leaving or what?
I'm trying, but they won't let me go.
You're not driving!
He's gonna have an aneurysm.
He looks at Belhad. Jezgruli, I assume you're hopping down and getting in the wagon with Trunk.
Yeah.
He's not driving. If he wants to sit there, that's not ideal, but it's okay. But he's not driving my mule.
All right, Grognak, it's his.
Do I have to?
Do you even know the mule's name?
Do you need to know?
I don't
who's
care.
with?
Fire will make it move.
That's true.
Oh dear.
That's very true.
That is universal language
He's-
right there.
Like, sputtering.
He just says,
You should take things easier. I think you're a nervous person.
I hang
I
up.
never used to be. I'm going to end up with an ulcer by the end of this expedition. Give me the reins.
Oh, fine.
I poke my head out the window. Hey, I think I got an elixir in here for that, and I just start moving stuff
Oh
around.
god. Don't you do that. I don't want to die.
Now, everything...
I'm moving 2 empty ones that just make a lot of noise, so I know it's safe. And
Well,
just to fuck with them.
he's got everything stowed in a very precise way to prepare for travel.
Right.
He's got locks on things.
Just enough to know that I'm fucking with him.
Yeah.
It's like that fucking guy.
He looks back behind.
Trunk, stop that.
Damn it.
He looks back behind and just gives you a look that could curdle milk.
I ask him, do you have an inventory? Like,
Of course.
you know what you have, right?
Yes.
We might want to check that at the end of the trip.
He just screwed you, remember? You stole stuff from the guy.
That was before he prepared for the trip.
Oh, that's true.
Erathis, give me strength.
Oh!
I mean, Morden would be a better bet, but hey, you know. Anyway,
Don't touch anything!
Are we leaving yet?
Yes, we're leaving. Jesus.
Who's Jesus? Is he coming too? You okay?
all right.
Oh.
Now that we hump.
God damn it, Josh.
I'm sorry, Dave.
No, you're not.
It wasn't intentional.
Yes, it was.
It really wasn't.
But Josh does for moments like that.
Awesome.
Trunk is reading that book.
I mean, we had an argument about
Okay.
driving the wagon that didn't need to happen, but
You don't
I
understand
still
a
wanna
single
drive
word
the
of
wagon.
it.
Still trying to make sense of it.
I mean, you're stringing syllables together.
ow.
Well, I'm still trying.
Okay.
At least one of us is actually trying.
Back at the Undertaker's, the body sits halfway up.
Jezgruli. Are you reading the book out loud?
Yes.
Trunk is speaking gibberish over in a corner.
I assume there's some kind of like partial wall blocking me.
Doubt it.
No.
Oh, so I can just see him?
Yeah.
What's lying about my area?
Nothing. Everything has been secured for travel. There is nothing lying about.
Your stuff.
Yeah, like anything that belongs to you is there.
God damn it. Well, the axes are on the roof. So
Yeah,
same
so
thing.
this is good.
I mean, you say that.
I always keep my
Hey, wait.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
We're all in here. Why do you leave the axes up there?
I'm not in here.
We. You're
Okay.
outside.
Two things. They're inside the wagon. You're sitting on the driver's seat, but you're not driving.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
the bench is big enough for two people. And Belhad is on the roof of the wagon, hanging on to Jez.
I thought he'd given up on that and went in.
No!
Nope.
No!
And periodically, I'm going, look out for the tree. Well, there's a possum.
And they're nowhere in the direct path.
Yeah.
They're just Jason.
Yeah, it's a fairly well-used track in the road.
There's a turn coming up.
Could you not do that?
I just want to make sure you see it.
I see it just fine, thank you.
Top seat
I
drivers.
don't know about that.
So I.
What, you want me to make him not see it? I can make him not see it.
I pull from my bag, my bar of soap. I whittle off a piece of the soap, and I chuck it at him. I'm like, you stop that! You're gonna raise the dead. We're gonna have, like,
Ranged attack.
cats coming back to life over here.
Just give me the signal.
They were raising rats, or attempting to.
Give me the signal.
No, I wanted to see. I just don't
Ranged attack.
know how well he sees.
12.
12.
And I assume it's like Irish Spring soap, like the specifically it's the bright blue one, so it's real obvious that something went whizzing by and the all
Irish
wooden...
Spring is green.
No, it's not. Not the other one. The sport one was blue.
Oh, we never went in for any of that nonsense. We had the
We're
all...
proper people that aren't monsters.
All right. Trunk, I'm going to have you roll me a perception with disadvantage.
Perception. What? 12 doesn't beat my AC.
I know.
Nope.
Disadvantage.
That's a 9.
And that's a 10. So 9.
15.
15. And you rolled a what?
12.
A 12. You fail completely to notice a... Oh, wait, no. You rolled a 12. You rolled a 15.
Yeah.
A piece of soap you're reading goes... right in front of your
yeah, look at that.
eyes.
I don't
Soap
even break
summoning?
stride.
You've summoned a piece of soap!
It's
I keep going. That's exciting.
You smell it on its way by. You smell it more than you saw it.
I whittle another piece as he continues, because I assume you just continue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't even...
I whittle another piece off it and go, this is what we're doing the whole ride here. Like, this is
You're
exactly
gonna
what's
run
going
out
to
of
happen.
soap eventually.
I don't even break a mispronounced syllable.
It's a dwarven aroma.
Because you're
though.
mispronouncing all of the syllables.
So far.
It's lava soap.
It's not getting better. Apparently the road's bumpy. I rolled an 11 for that throw.
Doesn't beat my AC.
No.
So I just keep lobbing it, like in your
There's going to be-
perceptual range is all I'm doing.
By the end of this trip, you're
So
going to have a
everywhere.
little circle around you
Right?
of emptiness, and then outside of that circle is going to be like 3,000 little soap chips, because he has not managed to hit you with one of them yet.
Just peeling it off the
14.
bar, flicking it off the knife.
Okay.
14. I'm consistently bad tonight. 18.
There you go.
Alright. An 18 hits?
Yeah.
All
right.
Stuck in your beard. God damn it. What is
I'll
this?
leave it there. I don't care.
Yep.
I'm reading.
This is
It's
wafty
the
aroma.
closest to a bath
Right.
that he's had since you
That
guys
takes
left.
out half the work of a shower. Now you just have to add water.
Yep.
Yeah.
I go over and dump a entire wet skin.
Alright, so
You offend me, sir.
the
Ancient Book of Evil. Don't do that.
the track
He
of the
likes
road
Firework.
is very, well worn. He's trying to stay out of the ruts.
Pothole.
What's pothole?
Thunk.
They have unimproved roads.
No, he doesn't hit it. He's very good at this. He does it a lot. Your passive perception is 13. Your passive perception
There's a rock.
is 15. Well, that. Approaching, there is a fork in the road. One section of the fork is very, to the right. Very clearly more used. Over here, it's like, up until very recently, it wasn't part of a road at all. The mule starts to head that way before being redirected.
Can you pull over for a second?
Now?
I've got to use the restroom, and I don't know. I mean, the top of your wagon isn't ideal.
I might pee on you.
We literally just left Wensleydale half an hour ago.
What do you want from me? I'm 219.
Hey, I could use a piss too.
What is your passive perception?
Well, I'm inside. I couldn't see it. I just hear him saying that, so I just yell it out.
Well, that's why I'm asking what your passive perception is, because
Oh.
you might not have heard that.
I don't know. I'm like yelling right above his head.
That's true.
It's 10.
Your passive perception is 10. Well,
This is
Trunk,
weak,
you
Jesus.
definitely heard it.
I'm reading.
You ignored it, but you heard it.
Yes.
You don't even, like,
You feel,
give me a hand
Jazruli,
gesture, like, fucking do something?
No, I'm not
that
giving you a hand.
the wagon slows down and comes to a stop.
Push my dick directly out the window and start pissing.
God damn it.
Thunk, thunk, thunk on the top of the wagon. Oh, we're making a pit stop!
You hear,
Damn it, I don't have any... I wanted to do pouring noises. Nothing.
that's gonna take way too long.
Really?
What are you filling up out there?
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna say.
that's none of your goddamn business, and I'm thinking it's stay out of my personal affairs.
He's gotten a handle of an empty vial,
Oh,
and he's
dear.
making an elixir.
Oh, dear.
Alright, so. Pee break.
Alright, I climb down off of the thing.
Make it quick, we've wasted enough time already.
I get out because I know he's going to need assistance getting back up there. Alright, stretch.
Once
Talk-
he's finally out, Trunk goes to sleep.
As I, get down with his help, when I get close to him, I'm going to whisper to him in Dwarvish. There was a road that we're not taking. That the donkey seemed real interested in going down. Like, familiarity? Not a very well-traveled road. Some sort of less used by other people, lots of used by this guy kind of thing in Dwarvish.
And I ask you also in Dwarvish, I haven't been paying attention to the direction we're traveling. Would that possibly be the way back to the town that got destroyed by the orcs? Because he was kind of frequently going to all those locations on his journeys.
Okay. I will show you the map here. So, the road to Percivalborough was at the north end of town. Aldergrove was south, as was Dharn Moldir.
Right, but since that road juts off to the west, I just assumed that we could be traveling around in a circle.
Like, it could be, but considering, like, when you get out of the wagon, you can see that both in front of and behind where the wagon is currently positioned, the road is very well used. You can make an assumption that for the most part, the way to Aldergrove from Percivalborough was through Wensleydale
Oh, okay.
and on this road.
So it's the most direct path then. Well, I ask you, do you think we should pressure him into going that route, or...
Well, we do have to go to Percivalborough, but it might be worth coming back through here and sneaking up that way.
Sneak, why not make this guy go?
Well,
Make him
'cause
take us.
he's not the most amiable of people, in case you haven't noticed. He seems to have an attitude problem.
Used to be a
We
perfectly nice
also-
guy.
Grognut can fix that.
Until...
Speaking of which,
Also,
I really
we gotta
think we
get
could up armor this whole thing. Get maybe a couple donkeys, maybe even upgrade to horses, and we could make a nice little defensible and offensible carriage of sorts out of this.
Well, probably, but now it's got axe damage.
Well, nothing a little wood putty won't fix.
Also, it's, like, belonging to somebody.
Well, I mean, as long as he's alive. Once he's not alive, which Grognut could easily handle, it becomes property of the state. We kind of run
I
with
love how I get suggested to kill
So-
people.
I
Not even part of this conversation.
Look, this isn't important. Anyway, there's a road that we should follow up later.
Are you done yet?
No, I gotta go piss.
Oh, he's taking a piss? Wait a minute. And I help him down. Just give him a mean mug. Because he's just, like, trying to rush him. He's got...
He said he had to go to the bathroom, and then he stood around talking to you
He's got bladder problems.
for 2 minutes before getting down off the top of the
He's
wagon.
got an enlarged prostate.
Look, if you're all going to be so loud, then I know you're there, and I find it hard to go.
See? Played it right into that delightful. Dirty humans. I say that in common.
Grogneck, sitting up on the driver's bench, you just see Allin Finchley just sort of pinching the bridge of his nose, scrunching his eyes up. You can tell that the man is this close to a migraine.
Good.
Come wandering by.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just dust, you know? You don't know.
The fuck does that even mean?
Piss and air. You got nothing.
Okay. Jazz, are you helping him back onto the wagon?
Yes.
Strength check. Athletics check.
Natural 1.
That's a 21.
So, Jazz, you sort of, hold your hands down, cup your hands together to give the father a boost onto the roof. Bellhad, you get boosted and forget to use your hands to grab hold of anything, and you slide back off.
Right into Alan's lap.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Right into the ground.
Right into the ground. So, roll a d6.
I don't have a d6.
You don't have a
jerk.
d6?
How do you not have a D6?
Sorry, be prepared.
Thanks, Hal Zuccotti. You miserable fuck.
And by thanks, he means fuck you sideways. Covered in pizza sauce.
I'd like to kickstart your face.
We could be here for days.
Christ,
You were
roll someone
foiled.
else's D6.
Foiled by this tiny,
Look, I don't
tiny,
do a lot of crack, apparently.
Foiled by this tiny little Ziploc bag. Okay.
I got a 4.
You're gonna take 2 points of falling damage.
Ow!
Do you drop your hammer?
No.
It's not like there's a hair.
I ask you.
It shows.
I ask you if you
It's
need
soft
me to
hair.
get your hammer and hit you with it, so it'll heal you.
You're only down 2.
That's not how any of this works.
Well, apparently
I don't
you're
know.
down 3 now.
I don't
But
know.
yeah,
I've never
you're
seen
fine.
anyone get healed with a hammer before either.
Sometimes the old ways are the best ways.
Very well, may be the case.
All right, let's try this again, shall we?
No.
If
Sorry.
you're dedicated to riding on the roof, this is how we do it.
Well, I found out something already because I was riding on the roof. So that's a 15 for me.
Well,
Which is,
that's less than perfect. It's 18. You wasted my good roll.
that's alright. It was
Okay.
enough to get up there last time.
Yes, you're definitely back on the roof.
I dismount and go get in the back.
All right.
And I see him asleep and immediately... people's elbow. God damn it. Not enough to hurt him, just to fuck with him.
Trunk. That just happened.
Do like some weird cross body block. Now I'm laying across you in some weird fashion.
Like we could be off and away, but no.
You are. The
Great
Grappling. 17.
There's a tussle.
How is it that he's the one who's behaving this session?
Right?
What is this?
No, don't wait. It's coming.
because he
It's
just
coming.
wanted to drive, and now he's sulking because he doesn't get to.
No. It's coming. It's coming.
I've been behaving the whole time. I had to throw a monkey wrench in because I wanted to inform the party about this nonsense.
No, I'm saying him. He's actually
Oh,
behaving.
just wait.
Yeah.
You said it was the only
So
person.
wait.
the wagon is on the move again,
On the road again.
and bumping along lightly down the trail, and
Sounds like something's
What
broken loose in there.
This is a slap fight. Stop
Yeah.
it. Stop it.
so
I'm trying to sleep.
Ches Gruely, you are.
Bastard.
Do you have any children, Mr. Finchley?
Hold on a second, I'm doing a thing.
Put my head out. You want some?
What is your What is your AC, Jazz Gruely?
Oh, Lord. Oh, shit.
I don't know them human females that much, but I know what I like.
Right? 1-5. 15 is my AC.
So you manage to grab him. You are currently being grappled. You can oppose it if you like with a strength check.
I'm just messing with him.
What are you doing
I'm not actually attempting
while
to
you're
inflict any
being
kind of
messed
damage.
with?
Well, as long as he got grappled successfully once, I'll just push him away.
Okay.
Get off me, you fucking weirdo!
You
Damn
get
it.
shoved. Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with you? He
So,
says.
on the road again.
Sleeping with my back to the wall.
Oh,
You're not getting to it.
oh.
The wall, that is. It's my wall. I'm guarding it.
Well, he's not getting my ass with it against the wall.
Cuddle times.
Yikes. I'm Big Spoon.
You say that.
Alright.
It
So,
got weird.
did. But, I
It
mean,
really did. It's this whole episode's been
it's
kind
not,
of off
it's not
kilter.
unusual.
Yikes.
It tends to happen fairly frequently.
Right.
Anyways, so, guys are going on down the road.
Increasing frequency.
Some hours pass. Bellhead, roll me a strength check.
Limb. Natural 1.
Your arms are really tired. Like, really,
That sucks.
really tired.
Oh, well, I shouldn't be using them to hold myself onto the wagon entirely, 'cause I'm laying on it. So gravity.
So, you've let go of the, what are they again? They're hand axes.
Yes.
Oh,
Because
boy.
your arms are super tired and starting to cramp up on you. And you know, you're moving along at a pretty good clip. The mule was apparently well rested because it had nothing to do all day. And, Allin Finchley seems to be, keeping awake just by the sheer force of his fury.
You can keep that going.
Do you have any children, Mr. Finchley?
Children? No. No. I never married.
Same thing. Though I have to imagine it would be a lot like this.
Somebody pencil.
Lot like what?
You know, this. Just sort of pointing into the inside of the wagon after the slap fight.
No, this is some while later.
I must borrow that pencil.
Well, then I do that some while ago.
Okay. You did try to do it while I was
Yes.
trying to resolve their grapple, that's right. He says, well, maybe that's a reason that I never had any children, but strange, it didn't seem like it would be nearly so annoying having children of my own versus whatever is going on right now. You lot have put me in sort of a terrible inconvenience. And all I can say is that we're finally heading to where I'm supposed to be. And I'm only going to be 12, 14 hours late. And I'm grateful for that, but at the same time, I could have been just on time if you hadn't detained me.
Well,
And at the same
ongoing
time,
investigations and all. But, you have to admit, it's a story worth telling. Speaking of stories worth telling, seeing as how we're on the road, got nothing better to do, I should regale you with some of my traveling past.
Do I hear him say that?
With your 10 passive perception?
Yes.
Are you shouting over the road clatter?
I mean,
I mean, it's not really making that much noise. It's
not
not
that loud. I'm like right here. My face is...
Are you, like, trying to sleep or anything? Or are you
I
just...
was actively listening out the window.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you hear it.
And just as he says that, I'm gonna do that thing.
oh dear.
And enough to be noticed.
Oh dear. Something's happening.
Okay.
I tell you about the
Like,
time we ran into a
is
pack
enough
of
to shake the
racist
wagon.
raccoons.
Dirty trash pandas, father?
So, while you're trying to eavesdrop, Jazgruli, suddenly there is a sound. It's something that you've heard before in a, underground keep like Dharn Moldir. It sounds a little bit like an earthquake. I've not really heard it from this perspective, because you're usually underground.
Right, versus outside.
It's like, it could be, like, it sounds a little bit like there was a cave-in in the mine, or, something like that, but you've never heard it from an outside perspective before.
Is that thunder?
It's the closest thing that you can imagine.
What was that? Trunk, wake up. What was that?
The mule is unfazed. Allin Finchley looks around and... How peculiar. How long does that last?
It doesn't say. So I'm assuming it's just going to be the immediate area that it pass over. So however long it takes it to pass over it.
Okay.
Because it doesn't give me a size of an area either.
Nice. Alright, well, we're going
I
to
didn't know
assume
about
that
that.
it's probably a
This is both
30-foot...
good and bad.
We're going to assume that it's probably a 30-foot radius, and is that centered on you?
Yeah, well, centered on the wagon.
Okay. So, you pass out of it, it only lasts maybe 5 or 6 seconds, not even. And then you pass out of it, but it was definitely noticeable for everyone who wasn't asleep. So,
If I didn't know
Everyone
better,
knows.
I'd say that was a cave-in, but... I mean... Right?
I boot Trunk. Trunk, what was that? Wake up, fucker. What was that?
No,
Wake up, what was it?
your mom.
It was not my mom.
wakey, wakey.
So I look around. I know he's secured for transit. But in a hasty observation of the area, do I see like a rag or a towel laying out?
Nope.
You're so lucky.
He's very, very
One of us is lucky.
diligent about...
I mean, you have a shirt.
I know.
Does he? Have you seen his
Physique.
character profile?
BAM!
He's got a loincloth. It's
Well,
probably
I-
not even a loincloth, it's just a beard
Pretty much, yeah. Beard, lots of tattoos, and a mohawk.
and an eye patch.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you could always use the eye patch.
Well, that's actually not. It's not current.
Yeah.
I'm gaining the eye patch. We haven't gotten to that part yet.
Alright, so... The bus is moving. The wagon's on its way. You were asking questions about having kids.
Yeah, but we got past that.
You got past that.
So now I'm
what
telling
happened?
them stories.
Okay.
Sausage fountain and whatnot.
That was a dream.
So, Grognek, you created a little mini earthquake. That was fun.
Yeah, I wanted to see how irritated I could get the driver and what he would do.
Well, he didn't know that you did it.
Well, I know he didn't know I
That's
did
like
it. I
the
wanted to
mouse,
see his
so.
reaction to it happening.
A flatfoot.
It didn't... Because it was only a 30-foot radius, and you were traveling, like the mule is at a trot, it doesn't take very long to cover 30 feet. So, it didn't have time to do more than just, like, surprise him. Like, oh, this is apparently a thing that's happening. I'm really surprised. And the mule didn't care at all. Mule rolled a nat 20 on a, what is it? Wisdom saving throw. Which, for an animal, is pretty good. So, you're telling stories, time is passing. So,
That's what counts.
about 2.5, 3 hours into your journey, it is well and truly, like, dark.
I poked my head out the window. Are we fucking there yet?
And
Jesus.
we level up. Woo!
It's going to take all night to get there. We won't be there until the morning.
It's daybreak.
And of course, that's why you don't stick your parts of yourself in random chests.
He's asleep,
Seems
really.
like sound advice. Did you just, like, dunk the hair in there even more, or did you get the hair out? I've been telling you about the hair for 10 minutes.
No, it didn't go in.
Okay.
It totally
Hairy chicken. So, yes, it's like midnight at this point, and it's very, very dark outside. Grogneck, you see up ahead, outside of the range of the lantern, there seems to be some people up ahead, off on the side of the road. Sitting around, like, there are tents,
some sleep.
but
I don't have any
no,
spells.
there are people, like, outside. They're
What am I
obviously
doing?
still awake.
So people.
What?
That's a thing. People.
People?
Peoples.
Oh.
Yeah, hang on. Let me turn off this lantern and we'll...
Yeah, actually, that's a great idea.
Here, let me help you see. And extinguishes the bullseye.
Yes, that's actually what
Where is the
I'm going
lantern
to
in
extinguish the bullseye
relationship to
lantern.
me?
The lantern is sort of above his head and shining down, so it's like the part of the wagon that you're...
So, like, right in front of me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. These people out there.
Yeah.
They got lights?
No.
Alright, so I'm gonna go...
Well, that was, less than useful. At least there's a nice bright moon tonight.
Shh. This is how bandits do the thing.
Bandits? You don't think there could be bandits, do you?
There might be. Grogneck, you might want to drive.
Yes!
Well, I mean, you can't. You're the only one who can see in the dark.
That's not true. Bellhead can see in the dark.
Yeah, but I'm not
He can't
in the
really
driver's
Not,
seat.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can't.
And the
Um,
fucking
also,
donkeys know
There
you.
is a rather bright moon this evening. There's no cloud cover and the moon is almost full. So, I mean, he, even with his terrible, worthless human eyes, can still see what's road and what's not.
What eyes?
And, the mule, of course, being an animal, has...
Now it occurs to me
Decent
that
low
I'm
light
getting
vision.
awfully tired and probably should have gotten some sleep so that I would be recharged for the next town. We all make mistakes. But make sure you keep an eye on them out there. See if they
They want to wake up. Or just
Okay.
get them.
So...
Huh?
The clomping of mule feet
Huh?
and...
Two arms!
The clapping of mule feet and
There's
the
some
sort
people
of
around.
rattle of the
know
wagon,
what they're like.
We're
gonna find out.
It's not silent.
We're running silent and deep.
It's not silent.
We're running loud and noisy.
Yeah. So as you approach, the
Pirates off the port bow.
silhouettes,
5,
because all
6,
you're getting
0
is
feet.
basically grayscale of these people. There are about 6 of them.
Oh my.
3 of them stand up and sort of look toward the road, and you can sort of see them conversing amongst themselves, and you're starting to draw up closer and closer to them.
I open the back door and poke my head out while holding the door open.
Are there any lights on inside of the wagon?
No, I don't think so. Do you have any lights on?
No, sir.
I
I
didn't
don't
have
need
lights.
lights.
Because dwarves don't use lights.
Fucking
in this
lights.
bullshit.
It's enough light for me
What
to
do they
see.
look like they're doing?
Even when there's no light.
Can I make a perception check?
They're all talking.
Here. I
Yeah,
want to see
absolutely.
if
They're
I
picking
can.
up any weapons.
I want to check on that body language. Nope.
So I'm holding the axe in one hand, holding the door open. Like, motherfucker.
A 3 for body language. They have bodies,
All this damn smoke from the lantern. Yeah.
and they probably use some sort of language.
We're not putting the two
Wait,
together.
some sort of language?
He was doing a body language
Oh,
check.
okay.
They have bodies, and they probably use some kind of language because he rolled a 3.
Can you tell what they're doing? I'm getting a lot of smoke in the face.
Talking?
So,
Well, that's all well and good for now.
there were 6 of them. 3 of them are still seated around a fire pit, but there's very obviously no fire burning at this point.
Is there wood in there?
No.
Damn. Alright.
Does there need to be? I thought
Yeah.
you could create a 1 foot square.
Yeah,
one
but
foot
there
square
actually
fire.
has to be something there to burn.
I thought oxygen was the fuel for the fire for that thing.
Yeah,
that
but
spell.
in order for it to stay a constant campfire, that I don't have to continue to spend key points to keep a fire there.
Well, there's a guy sitting around the fire pit.
Set
There,
them on fire.
there are 3 guys sitting around
Well,
the fire pit.
I could set them on fire.
Just
3
set the ground on fire or something. I don't know.
3 other ones had
Is there a tree?
stood up and were talking as they heard you approaching. Now,
Burning bush.
now one of them goes to stand in the middle of the road and starts waving his arms
Well, that's not
back
good.
and forth.
I don't like this.
Ahoy! Help! If you can, please.
Help with what?
We were attacked by bandits. They took our horses.
Trunk, battle station.
I would like to make a
Yeah.
sense
No,
motive
seriously,
check.
Get up, and
What's
I
that?
thump you hard in the thigh.
Yeah!
What's that
Charlie
these
horse.
days?
Insight.
Insight.
I immediately switch my eye patch to the other eye so I can see better.
18 plus 7.
For a 25,
Did
he
you stop
looks a little nervous.
Of course he does.
He doesn't look the kind of nervous that says we were attacked by bandits recently. But he doesn't appear to be lying.
Has the carriage thing stopped moving?
At this point, you're drawing up close enough to him that you're either going to have to stop moving or you're going to run him over.
All right.
And Allin will stop the mule.
I yell, Grogneck, stop. And I hop out and immediately come around, just like...
Hi?
This is an armed transport. What assistance do you require?
Well, I didn't realize there were so many of you. We were just hoping for a ride to Percivalborough.
Smack!
Yes!
Ow.
Trunk
Because you're all
just
roguey.
sprints out of the back of the
He moves
crowd
from half
goes the
asleep
guy.
to instantly enraged.
Wham!
I woke him up.
What happened to your ride?
I told you, bandits, they stole our horses.
How many of you are there?
There are 6 of us all together.
No, we don't have room for that.
So 3 of you are going to have to die. Or stay here or something. It's the only options.
We will take one of you into town to get help and come back for the others. Is that acceptable?
Well, I appreciate the help, but how is one person supposed to wrangle 6 horses and bring them back?
Well, you can get help from town. You don't got to do it yourself. Also, put them on a line. Humans.
I suppose we could get a wagon of sorts. Well, he says, let me confer with my team.
As he walks away, I follow him like I'm part of his team.
Okay.
We're not Triple D, you know.
What?
Dwarven Driving Division. Roadside assistance.
So,
God damn it.
That just became a thing.
So I'm just standing there while they're talking like this.
so he
looking
goes.
at him like
he
10
goes
feet
back
away.
over to the fire ring that clearly probably had a fire in it at some point, but now doesn't, and there's nothing left but ash in the bottom of it.
I guess up to this.
You guys on for this?
I have common clothes that I'm not wearing in my pack. I'm assuming that would be sufficient for your fire starting.
Well, anything in there is sufficient. I can...
Good. So I walk over, and as they're talking, I put it down in the area that would be the fire pit, and I go, Grogneck, fire. And I take like 3 big fucking human-sized steps away from it.
Yeah, I'll make it into a fire. You might want to add wood, though. That's going to go quick.
I don't got any wood. You there,
Tree! Axe!
wood. You there, wood.
Who are you pointing at?
Whichever one's closest of the peoples.
They're talking, and if there had been any wood around, that fire would currently be going. Like, there are trees. They don't have any tools to turn trees into firewood.
You could give them a hand axe if you wanted to,
I could.
if you wanted to.
Or we could just go chop down the trees.
I mean,
Grognak, we need your assistance. Here, go take that tree down.
I don't even know if I'm proficient with an axe. This can be dangerous.
What are you doing?
trunk,
I'm already up.
He's already up.
trunk,
Smack the guy, remember?
trunk, 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 trunk.
It's international.
So are you
trunk.
lighting the clothes on fire?
Yes, I'm going to light the clothes on fire.
Okay.
Why don't you
Jazz,
go
while you're standing there,
look around back and see
and
if
suddenly
you can find
there is
anything.
light, you notice that the 3 people who continued to sit around the fire, 2 of them are women, and 1 is a young boy of about, well, he's a human, so it's really hard for you to tell, but you're going to guess about 10. One of the women is probably 15 years old, and the other one is mid-30s.
Battle axe or hand axe?
Easy, Jazz.
I just hand you this, and I reach in my pack, and I pull out.
So are you handing me an actual battle axe or hand axe? Because
Well,
The hand axes are both in the roof of
yeah, I've got
the
2
wagon.
hand axes, and those are the holding.
so I'm guessing you only have a battle axe left.
Well, I've
You
got other
can-
weapons. Don't worry about that.
You can take those off the wagon if you want. I'm going to go inside, catch a nap for the rest of the trip, I think.
Okay, perfect. So I give
I'm
you.
going to go tree chopping.
I give you that to go tree chopping with.
How long ago was
I grab
this
the other ones.
attack?
This was yesterday afternoon. Not like this past afternoon, but yesterday afternoon. They took our horses, they took our weapons, our
Before
tools,
I go find out if they were orcs.
all of our gold. We've been waiting for someone else to pass by.
Not a lot of traffic, then.
Not lately.
Okay.
I pull out of my pack my rations, and I give them to the females and the children only.
They start, divvying them up and eating happily. Because they haven't eaten since.
And after I've given them those
Yesterday.
and given you that, I go retrieve my hand axes and put them where they belong, and I go stand outside the group of what I assume are the males that are standing there talking.
Yeah, they were trying to decide who would be the best choice to go and bring back the horses.
Yeah, hearing
Considering that they have no money.
Yeah, hearing that they had all their worldly possessions and gold taken, Trunk is disinterested in sneaking around trying to do more.
Like, oh, well, fuck it, I'm going back to bed.
Yeah.
Well,
Basically.
Like, they have a couple of very, rudimentary tents.
I've got a 10.
They've got 2 tents for 6 people.
Good God.
Yeah. They're in kind of a bad way.
It's unfortunate.
They complain, that they're running very low on water as well.
where were you coming from?
We were coming from Cornhaven, trying to make our way into Percivalborough.
Everything all right in Cornhaven?
Well, yes, it's just
And can you describe the bandits?
they were wearing black. They had masks, talked rather gruffly and with bad grammar. They were all armed, very seriously armed.
Humans, would you say?
Yes, I would think so. Well, one of them seemed a little,
Faye.
well, effeminate. Could have been an elf.
Yeah, I mean, that stands to reason. Anyway,
I look at Trunk and Dwarvish, I say, fucking elves.
all the time.
What's an elf?
Well, anyway,
Exactly.
that's about the best we can do.
I know. The druid was an elf.
provide a little fire.
I think I like elves.
You say that, but even the females have penises. I learned this with my travels with the humans. They told me about that.
Yikes.
Yeah.
And cancer.
I mean, I'd heard about it.
Yeah, they got the plague and they got women dicks. So,
Yikes.
it's a thing. I'm saying all of that in Dwarvish, of course. I don't want to scare the children.
Well, have you made a selection?
One of the sort of bigger of the three come up. Out of the three of them that are there, there is one who is probably like 18. He's considered a man, but the other two are
The loosest of fashions.
yeah. So he looks at one of the other, the larger men, calls him Uncle Joseph, and says, Uncle Joseph is going to accompany you. You'll see that he reaches town safely.
Well, we'll be moving kind of slow
I mean,
till the junction.
I stop at this point and I interrupt and I get the father's attention and I speak to him in Dwarvish. I close the distance so not like just arbitrarily yelling in the dark. And I in Dwarvish say, perhaps it would be beneficial for one of us to stay with the remainder of the group in case someone happens by to attack them. There's going to be one less male here to protect the group of women and children that are here as well.
Well, we could do that.
Or can we nut to butt stuff everyone in this fucking thing uncomfortably? I mean, how much further do we have to go till we get to this damn town?
Do you know how far Percivalborough?
Allin Finchley speaks up and says, well, at the pace we were going, it would be about another 3.5 to 4 hours. If we're loading on 6 additional people, it would be a rather tight squeeze, and it would slow us down considerably. It would probably...
We can put somebody on a donkey.
It's a mule. But yes, it would slow us down considerably. We would probably take
it's weaker.
at least 5 to 6 hours
weaker than a
to
donkey.
get there.
What if... Is the donkey walking at the pace that we would walk? Or
No,
is it moving faster?
it's trotting. It has been trotting this whole
So
time.
it's covering
It's
more
moving
ground.
along at a pretty
so
decent...
it's walking the pace
clip.
that I would walk.
Yeah, well, you would be running, I think, right?
Yeah.
Because it's trotting, so you would have to run. You mean you're not sprinting, but you'd be running.
I don't know what a mule's movement is, but mine's it.
At
I
a
think it's like 40, isn't it?
that would be
It's walk
at
speed.
a gallop.
Oh.
At a trot, it's doing approximately 17 to 18 because it's the same size as a
That's
horse.
half my movement.
No, not miles per hour.
Oh,
What's the
Movement.
movement. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, it
Feet.
probably walks like 40, but I'm assuming that's no load. That's just under its own.
Yes. So
We unhook it and it runs the fuck away.
To take one of the women into town, too. It doesn't gotta be... Joe of the Man Mountain over here.
Yeah, that's maybe that's the idea. Maybe that's what we should go with. We should take the women and children and one of the men, and we can make room for them on the inside.
there's some discussion. Allin Finchley, by the way, is just sort of sitting up on the wagon doing this.
That's
I
fine.
feel like I need to light him on fire. as
Because
well.
you're basically, like, he knows that he has no say in this. He's all for helping these people,
Good.
but can we just, for the love of God, make a decision and get the fuck out of here?
Oh, what the hell? Pack them all in on top of trunk.
Good.
No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
What?
if you will please follow
No.
me
No.
and get inside.
So it's-
And I yell out to Grogneck, Grogneck,
Trunk is in
Come
there
on.
waiting with his cross.
Bring
What? What?
bring my axe. Come
Damn
on.
it! I was cutting down a tree.
I know, but it'll be here.
Trunk is inside the cabin with his hand crossbow ready, waiting.
Where's the young boy?
Oh,
He's here.
Chris dead.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to put him on the roof.
Have to put him on there? That seems dangerous.
Well, because I'm gonna be in there snuggled up going to sleep.
But
Why does the young boy need to go on?
Yeah.
Because he's lighter.
much do you weigh?
You're like a shit brick in comparison to a kid.
166 pounds.
Okay.
That kid's like 50 pounds.
The 18-year-old will volunteer to go on the roof if
Good.
someone has to go on the roof.
I asked the little boy if he wants to ride on the donkey thing, mule, whatever the fuck it's called.
It gets cold out here.
So that's a no.
That's a no.
Brockneck could
a-
warm him up.
That's a big no.
Just hug him
That
with
is
fire
so
snakes.
wrong. It's Shishka Child on the mule's back.
I'll just hug him with fire snakes. It'll be okay.
So then I,
No tears.
Light a man on fire, he'll be warm for a night. Light a man on fire, he'll be warm for the rest of his life.
which may be short-lived. So yeah, I help the boy get in the back. I tell Trunk to scoot the fuck over, let these people in.
So, the teenage girl and the young boy,
I'll be taking that back, thanks.
No.
do not break that thing.
I'm keeping your axe.
It was not cheap.
Momentarily.
You say that, but I feel like you'd be handing it back now.
No. I'll give it back right before anything happens or when this wagon ride's over. Whichever comes first.
Are you getting back up on...
And I'm going to start playing with it. Like I
Just
want
tell
to
him that
use-
something's about to happen.
There's a shotgun scenario that I feel like you should be wielding as carriage man. It's like the appropriate way of dealing with this situation. It's another reason why we need to talk the DM into allowing us to have guns. We are dwarves. Hello.
Rouse Trunk out here, get him with his crossbow. Keep him awake.
Hey, fuck stick. It's dull. So it's just the blunt rod from the bolt hitting him.
Fuck face Von Clown Stick.
Oi, prick!
So,
Alright, well, let's try to move on. I'm going to
So
cuddle
we-
up with you, madam, if you don't mind.
we've put all...
Thanks.
We've put all 6 people in the wagon.
Right
then.
off to sleep. Grrr.
So,
Sausage fountains.
all 6 of them are in the wagon.
Nestled between 2 pillows.
Okay, well, 5 of them, because the 18-year-old is up on the roof. Did you supply him with your hand axes to hang
Nope.
on with? Well, at least he's got the holes in the roof
There's
that
divots.
he can get his hands
God,
into.
that's gonna be a tough ride.
Going to
on
be
the
an
balls.
unpleasant ride. So the 14-year-old girl and the 10-year-old boy, they sort of curl up in Allin Finchley's bed and don't even care about the fact that they haven't asked for permission or anything like that.
Oh yeah.
Just
I mean,
because they didn't really get any sleep last night. They didn't really get any sleep tonight because they're just terrified and they were cold. So they, the 2 kids get in the bed there, and the mother sort of lays down at the foot of the bed with her back leaning against the wall. So that leaves Jazz, Trunk, Bellhad, and...
Is there like a workstation?
yeah.
Like a countertop?
you're laying on.
Alright, I'm going to climb up on that.
Okay.
Gonna lay on the
I'm gonna try
it's
to-
got some, some crates that are nailed to the top of the work surface that have, little potion bottles and things in them.
Okay, I get
So
on top
it's
of
not it's not going to be comfortable. Well, you can still be on the work surface. It's just not going to be comfortable.
this. I'm looking for a hard, flat surface on which to sleep.
Well, the best bet is going to be that countertop. However, what I'm saying is that, these little crates are nailed to the wall, nailed to the table. So in certain places, the countertop is only maybe 14 inches wide. But that's other than the floor, which is already fairly well occupied.
I'll try
You
to
could
do what
go
I
under
can.
the bed. That could be a thing.
Oh, well, then I'll do that, because I'm used to that.
Yeah.
You like sleeping underneath the human beds.
Yeah. Well, that was Trunk that slept under the bed last time.
Also him.
That's
you
right,
got-
you were both under there. I forgot about that.
Waiting for Fuckstick to get hammered with a weapon.
Yeah. So, underneath the bed, there are, more, lock boxes and things like that. But there's enough space for you to stretch out reasonably comfortably. So also just trying to find some place to sleep in the back of this thing is Uncle Joe, the presumed father of these younger kids, and Trunk and presumably Jazz. Are you going to sleep or what are you doing?
No, I stay up and stand up as an effort to occupy the least amount of space.
Sleep.
Okay.
And also to stay awake because someone besides whoever the fuck's driving needs to be awake and hear it just in the event of a problem.
That's great, because you have the worst passive perception ever.
Nice.
I will actively be looking outside, so it wouldn't be passive.
Gotcha.
Like if
well,
everyone's
are you
snoring in
not-
here, the only thing interesting going on is out here.
So, Grognek, are you staying awake
Oh yeah.
up on the front? Okay.
I'm
So,
really contemplating throwing this axe at people because I'm still not giving him his axe back.
you fucking lose that, I will decapitate you.
Didn't say I'd
With
lose it.
something else, apparently.
with
My hand
axes.
Well, I mean, good luck. You got to catch me, and throwing him's not going to do you much.
You say that, but on occasion I've been known to roll as a champion.
Doesn't happen terribly often.
Have fun with that.
All right.
I can catch them.
So,
We got another con.
you have seemingly rescued a group of... What would be the word?
Bandits.
Vagabonds.
They were assaulted by some passersby.
Some citizens who were in dire need.
Pirates.
So, some time passes. It's dark outside. After a while, Allin asks you, Grognek, if it's alright to relight the lantern. For any reason?
Oh, yeah. I
Not to
guess
do that?
could have done that a while ago.
Because, the moon is pretty bright, but it is sinking in the sky, so it's going to be getting dark.
Well, that other
Again.
bright ball will be up in the sky soon enough.
Right
It's
about
brighter.
excuse me, right about the time we get to town, I should think.
How convenient.
It is.
A tale of two balls.
Constantly circling. Occasionally they meet,
It's like good old
and then the bright one gets dark.
So,
Dark ball.
sleepy time happens. Do you sleep at all,
No.
Jazz?
Only because now I'm paranoid because I know there's bandits in the area.
Do you sleep at all,
You drive
Grognek?
me nuts for that. It's like right in my fucking...
But you two are sleeping
It was
pretty much the whole way.
my
The
fucking
whole
face.
goal was just to keep it right,
Alright.
in your face.
Dick.
So, after what seems like forever, the mule starts to protest all of the weight that he's having to pull. But the horizon grows purple, and then sort of red, and then orange. And as you crest a hill, Grognek, you can see a large city sort of sprawling out in front of you. It's still, a good half hour away at the pace that you're moving, but you can see it from here, which is something, because most of the villages that you've encountered since having left, well, all of the villages, all of one, since having left Dharn Moldir, they weren't anywhere near this big.
And I'm just going to yell giant wooden structures.
Okay.
Hopefully they wake up to that.
You're going to yell that phrase, or you're going to yell giant wooden structures into existence?
No, I'm going to yell that phrase. I wish I could yell them into existence. That would be great.
Fucking two-story wood building. BAM! What the fuck?
I just think that's the thing.
Let's rock carpentry!
Dova. Carpentry!
Alright. So,
So I begin to rouse the group and say, we're almost there. Time to get up.
Some of the
Get your
group,
wits about you.
some of the group rouses a little more easily than does others.
Does anyone give a serious protest that's an adult?
Trunk.
Are you giving any protest?
It's been 8 hours.
No.
Nice. Need some more sleep, or I'm not going to be of any use.
I pull the Rafiki. "'Tis morning!" And shake the fucking stick that's got what I assume was like some weird coconuts on it.
I thought you were meaning the Rafiki where he just... The sun! Look at the sun and wake up!
Where he hoists somebody into the air. And he's like, "What the fuck is going on here, man?"
Ah!
You arrive at the gates of the city. Allin Finchley says hello to Martin, who is the gatekeeper.
I kick open the back door, jump down, stretch for a moment, and walk around front. And I look over at Grognak, who's holding my axe. Apparently miss as I attempt to, try to, reach over and take it from him.
You miss
You get a
because he's
handful of
way
balls.
too high off the ground.
Hey, did
You're
you want
basically
this back?
I'm tickling your feet.
Yeah, you're caressing his calf, basically.
Hey, baby, how about you giving that axe back?
Ellen! You're late! And
Have this back.
Thank you.
not alone.
See?
Yes, thank you. I was just about to say that you must sheathe your weapons before bringing them into Percivalborough.
I can't do that.
Smack! No. So I
Trunk wakes up from a dead sleep, climbs over all the people in the cabin, follows up the back, gets up and goes around and groggily smacks the guy.
Oh, Martin.
Oh, God.
There are, 4 dwarves with me, and also, half dozen, poor people who were attacked by bandits. The one who is...
Beset upon by badgers.
The one who is
Write that
on...
down.
Beset upon by badgers. Curious.
Beset by badgers, that sounds like it's something that should be in Gloom.
That does.
The guy who is on the roof, you see him, try to pry his fingers out of the grooves in the roof.
Would you like some help down, son?
It's been a long night.
Well, you made it here safely. You can't win them all.
So Martin opens the gate, and he says, "Well, you're bringing all these folk with you. They better not be causing trouble, or it's on your head."
Wait, who's causing trouble here?
I haven't done anything yet.
No one.
Oh. Right.
No. Sorry, guilty
Come from a
conscience.
land of trouble.
So he opens the gate.
Na.
He opens the gate, and Allin Finchley, kicks up his mule, and you enter the city proper.
Huzzah!
At
We're
this
here.
time of morning, which is just a hair past sunrise, it's pretty dead around here.
I intentionally go, wow, this is much bigger than the other place we were at. What are the buildings I'm seeing made of? They're just normal wood, or they
No,
stone
they're
buildings?
stone buildings.
Oh, look at this! Finally, Father, wake up! There's some decent architecture here.
I got more sleeping to do.
Their
You're under the bed.
their
By the
buildings
way.
are made of stone here. I am yelling common in the street.
I'll deal
Are you
with it
walking
later.
alongside the
Yep.
wagon? Okay. Allin Finchley says, "It might be a bit early for your volume.
My what?
You should keep it down. There are penalties for disturbing the peace."
Keep what? No.
Ask the,
Is that a short joke?
ask the unfortunates where they're going. I'm going to sleep.
Yes. Halt. Stop this animal. Stop.
He reins in the mule.
One moment. And I walk around the back, and I rustle the
The
closest male.
18-year-old is walking also, trying to stretch out his shoulders.
Oh, well, I tell him to go wake the leader of his group.
Wake up whoever's in charge. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. Bring me the adult of your group. Bring me the spokesperson.
So he
Show
gets
me your alpha.
he gets the guy
much.
that isn't Uncle Joe
Right.
and brings him back out.
And I
He's
said,
looking groggy and rather pitiful.
right.
Should totally call him Uncle Joe anyway.
Give him a jostle to help rustle him about. I'm like, listen, we're here. Voila. You're welcome for that, by the way. Anyhow, where are we going? What do you need to be doing? Is this good for you? Can we leave you here? What's...
Well, we're just inside the gates.
What is your business?
Yeah, well, hopefully I can get in touch with my brother, and he can put us up for a little while. We do really appreciate you stopping and taking pity on us. A lot of people on the road, they don't trust anybody, and thought that we were the bandits if anybody had come around. We were worrying about that, but thank you for stopping. And he looks up at Allin and thanks him as well.
I was just going to say, don't thank us, thank him. And I point to the other human sitting next to Grognak.
Yeah. So he
That's
says,
alright, if you were the bandits, we'd have just killed him.
Yes. Actually, if I'm being honest, I'd have more rations in my pack right now and more XP on my character sheet if you had been bandits.
So he says, yeah, you can let us out here, and we're able to walk. It's just a few blocks down.
All right, good. And
Oi, Magda, get the kids. Let's go.
I rustle Trunk just to be a dick. Trunk, we're here.
You just knocked your own glasses off.
Yep.
Seems
That
appropriate.
happened.
Seems appropriate given the circumstances.
Yes, it does.
Wake
So
up.
the lady and
No,
the
you wake
two
up.
kids get off of the bed. Uncle
So the
Joe.
remainder of the soap bar at your head.
Yeah.
Get up.
Get you up.
You already have.
So yes, the human sort of unfortunates that you had rescued, they depart the wagon, which with much thanks, and sort of wander off sleepily in the direction that the man had mentioned.
Yes, go.
Allin Finchley looks back at, well, he'll ask you because you're sitting next to him.
Yep.
He says, well, my stall, well, my lot that I rent to set up my wagon, is down this road in the market square. Where are you going?
Duh.
Don't ask me, I'm not there.
Where
Yeah,
are you?
we'll just go there then.
I-
Let's just go there.
I just assumed that once they expedited getting out, I just crawled back.
Crawl back in the wagon, try to go to sleep.
Well, no, not try to go back to sleep. Just get back in the wagon where I fucking belong.
Gotcha. All right, so you tell him to take you to the market square. Is that
Yeah,
the-
just go there. We'll find
All
our
right.
way from there.
So he
Onward to the market square, peasant.
he heads down into basically like the heart of town. You can tell that most of the buildings around where you are right now, they're residences, and they all seem to be at least as nice as the councilmen's homes from Wensleydale. They're, big sort of ostentatious houses, and
Trunk.
they're made of stone. Most of them are 2-story.
You'll want to see
And
these
you're
houses.
going toward the center of town, and the houses are getting bigger as you move in toward the middle of town.
These are some pretty nice looking places, buddy. I bet you could turn some coin here with the share.
Tell Trunk I saw a house made of gold.
I hear they have nice school districts.
Cooler by the lake.
There's a public transit system.
Secured infrastructure.
Down in the center of town, there is a large market square. People have stalls and big wheelbarrows full of produce that they're selling. There's somebody selling fish.
Yeah, I'm staying in the cabin until we're past the cabbages.
Past the cabbages.
You don't even know the cabbages are there.
I can smell stuff,
He's got a sense.
right? I have cabbage sense.
Cabbage sense.
You have cabbage sense.
I've been hit with enough of them.
Yeah, that's what you get, you dirty thief. Speaking of which, you missed some spectacular homes that I think you would probably want to raid.
No.
You
I gotta take over this town's thieves guild first.
Well, Brian, why don't you bring the shattered pussy over here?
Wow.
Yikes.
A line has been crossed.
Has it?
Just now.
I didn't grab him.
There you go.
The fractured phalange.
Yep.
Oh,
I like that one.
Trump.
That's
The
good.
mangled mitts.
It's the forced fist.
That's my favorite one yet. Forced fist.
Yikes.
Oh, goodness me.
The unwelcome caress.
I'm so tired.
The awkward handhold.
So, get into the middle of town, and sort of off on, like, one of the fringes. The center of town is basically set up like a wagon wheel. And right at the hub of this wheel is a building that is sort of hexagonal in shape. And it has pillars and just... It's made of white stone, almost looks like marble. Very, kind of serious looking building. It's got every other side has a door on it, so there are three sets of double doors, huge windows. It's like 3 stories tall. And then coming out in spires off of that central hub are roads and like alleyways that are going in between all of these various shops and establishments. And Allin Finchley, very practiced, has been coming here for quite some time, pulls into his little rented lot next to some of the other vendors and begins unhooking his mule and putting chocks under the wagon wheels, and he's setting up shop.
That's gonna be hard to do with a bunch of sleeping dwarves.
Yeah. Well, he's not that far yet. He's doing the exterior work on the shop, on the wagon. So, he's got to chock the wheels, put the what do you call it? The thing that you crank down on the tongue.
That doesn't exist.
I don't think we have that.
It's not a thing, but he's doing it.
With the tree stump.
So wait,
Yeah.
how's he doing it? Just curious.
And then he unhooks his mule and takes it to the nearest patch of grass, which is pitiful at best, and tethers it over there so that it can munch on grass and get some rest since he's been working all night. Well, here we are in Percivalborough.
Smack!
I
So-
tell him that is delightful. You did a wonderful thing for those people back there. However, a couple of the members, along with yourself, could use a rest. Perhaps it would be beneficial to the group as a whole for us to wait out the wee hours of the morning until the civilian populace wakes up, and also allow the father, and apparently Trunk's uselessness, to sleep some more, as well as for you. We will gladly guard you as well while you get some rest.
I must admit that does sound rather appealing.
Your bed is vacated at the moment.
It's very, very early.
I will kick you right in the scrotum if you don't get out of the man's bed.
He's gonna have to snuggle.
You're not going to make that fucking guy
I ain't
snuggle.
gonna
That's just
make
not
that guy
right.
Snuggle.
You crawl underneath the bed and snuggle with the father. That's your
I've done
option.
that already.
Yep.
Well, you can do it again.
Nope.
You're
I don't
used to
sleep
it.
with the same person twice.
You whore.
If there starts to be a kerfuffle just above me in the bed,
Right.
I'm going to just groggily take my axe off of my chest where I sleep with it like this. Turn the spike upward and push it through the mattress.
And then get drips on your face where it's bleeding.
Jesus.
There's too much of this nonsense happening up here.
I'm tired of your shit. Everybody shut up. So, yeah, he says, well, it is very early. Most of the people
Right in the butt.
who would be giving me the patronage, they won't be awake for some time yet, so I feel like I can spare a few hours to sleep.
Good, dude.
When he was complaining, it was going to be late the whole time.
Well, I am late.
You don't. He's no. Shh. He's asleep.
Looks around like, who even said that? Alright, so he goes up, looks at Trunk in his bed, and just goes, I don't even care. And climbs in.
You see?
Because the man has been awake for 24 hours straight at this point.
And then he hears his bed going.
It's very Muppets.
Looking around, like, he knows where Grogneck was, he can see where Trunk is, he knows where Jazgruli is. You're the only one left. He knows you're in the wagon somewhere. You're probably under the bed. So, just like,
It's a logical explanation.
so bizarre. And then just climbs in the bed and goes immediately to sleep. Grogneck, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go meditate for a little while.
Where?
Yeah, inside the place. Just on the floor.
Okay, so you're in the
Yeah, I'll go inside.
in the wagon. Okay.
As soon as he gets in the wagon, I lay down on the floor against the door. So if someone opens the door, like my shoulder and stuff's gonna be.
Yeah, because the door does open outward, so you'll
Right.
lean back, lean against the door, but don't necessarily have your whole back against the door.
Yeah.
You gotta lay kind of like this, so that if they
Well,
open the
it's-
door, your shoulders go down, not you fall ass over tea kettle out the door and land prone at their feet.
That's what I
Well,
go.
I mean, that's pretty much the action of this, with the, head up, and that way he can just fall backwards.
All in the crotch.
All right.
Take this to your scoopularies.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
Scoopularies.
You
You calm the hell down. And it's a word I made up, obviously.
Clearly.
I figured that out after, I mean,
Mm,
you need to define that so that we know what scrupularies are.
It's exactly whatever you want to think that it is.
How do you spell that?
SCOOP.
Not what I was expecting.
Scoop.
I was expecting
Alaries.
I thought it was
ALARRYS.
Scrupularies.
It's a scoop that belongs to Larry. Hey, anybody seen that Scoopalaries? I need it for something.
Exactly.
I need it for scooping things.
I think
All
that's
right.
my scream. Anyone see that Scoopalaries?
Mama didn't raise no elf.